Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of TimeShot SMP Season 2. I know it's been a while, and I know lots of people are wondering, where has the time shot been, April? You spend way too much time. What is this? Really? Was this necessary? I didn't even put it back. I have explanations for myself, and I was trying to think, I'll do this episode where I kind of explain why I've been a little MIA when it comes to TimeShot, and on my channel, frankly, too. I'm gonna officially release a update video for the channel and everything, but I feel like TimeShot deserves its own special place and video as well. So before anyone goes assuming and just wants to know no, right now, am I quitting TimeShot? No. No. I have no plans to leave unless I get booted, which at this point, with how much they hate me and hate my supposed dislike of pizza, which is completely untrue, I would not be surprised. In fact, excuse me, I'm burping because I'm eating these delicious birthday cake flavored cookies. Okay, the dollar store had them and it is the greatest. Anyway, after this video, after hearing me say that, I'm sure I'll get a couple threats. It's gonna be fine. It's just totally fine. Anyway, I gotta figure out the stairwell situation. But to the point, I was trying to figure out why I haven't been really interested in logging in lately. Aside from my very obvious addiction to Overwatch, and I spend way too much time on it, even to the point that I know I've been neglecting my channel because I'm like, but I feel like kicking someone's butt is mercy today. I don't want to hurt her. And there's a couple reasons that I've realized and kind of psychoanalyzed myself and thought back to, and I think I know where this basically started. I do want to get back into TimeShot before anyone else freaks out. That's a big tower. I do want to get back on the TimeShot. I want to record more regularly, and I will be. But I wanted to figure out why I've been kind of sad. Mind you, this is going to get into kind of a serious issue conversation. If you're not comfortable with that, I apologize. But I've been feeling just the returns of my depression lately. And I think for TimeShot, what bothered me or what started it with me feeling kind of uncomfortable, not because I dislike anyone or anything like that, but what maybe started feeling uncomfortable was the issue with the dragon fight. At least I feel like that's the last time I spent a decent amount of time on the server was around that time. I won't go into crazy detail, and I do not blame anyone for what happened. But basically, I was at work, and we were going to have our monthly meeting like we normally do. You guys in Discord have seen us have those meetings. And then after that meeting, we were going to go do the dragon fight. Well, I got someone to come in to my shift or cover my shift a little bit early so I could leave. And by the time the meeting was over, I'd be able to join the dragon fight. No big deal. It wound up hailing, it wound up getting slow, and then the meeting was canceled, and they wanted to go right into the dragon fight. And I was stressed out because I desperately wanted to be there. I feel like the dragon fight is a very important step of a community in a server. And I was trying to get there as fast as possible, and they were waiting for me, and it was fine. But by the time I got home, they had already started the fight and already beaten it. And it kind of, again, I'm not mad at anyone, but it kind of just crushed my soul that I put so much effort into getting out of work early and driving through hail and all this stuff just to get nothing out of it, to not participate in it. I don't know, it kind of broke my heart a little. I try to just shrug it off and say, yeah, no, it's fine. And I completely 100% understand. I mean, you guys shouldn't wait for just one person, but it upset me. It did upset me. I won't lie about that. And I think that kind of started this a little bit of a spiral with me not feeling too comfortable to play, just because it reminded me of that, and it made me think about that. Oh, maybe the people on TimeShot don't love me as much as the other members. Which is something that I know isn't necessarily true, But there's always times where, like, people are, like, inviting each other to do events, and I feel like when I speak or try to invite someone to go play with me, it gets no reaction. But say someone more popular in the group, well, I don't want to say more popular, but someone more involved with everybody else on their channels or just in general, if they say something, everyone's gung-ho for it. So I always felt kind of isolated in that way. Even though I just want to keep reiterating, I know that I am respected as a member, that I am friends with them and everything. But this is what my spiraling depression will make me think over and over again. And I don't know, I just got too nervous to say anything, got too nervous and shy to reach out to do anything collaborative-wise in a while. And then I just didn't log in that much. And then another reason why is because I started a new job. My personal life is, getting a little hectic, and my gosh, I don't know if you guys realize, Minecraft takes a lot of time to do. Building in Minecraft takes a lot of time that I wanted to put towards Overwatch and other things. Ugh. Which is why this house has been utterly neglected, because this is going to take me like another 2 hours just to finish this tower. 2 hours of time that I feel like I never have, for a lot of things. I don't know. That's been stressing me out too, which I think once I start getting back into it, the flow will come back to me. I just feel like I might be rusty. But yeah, anyway, back to the whole conversation about the dragon fight. They apologized and everything, but like, again, it's totally understandable, and I completely understood where it came from. And if it was me, I wouldn't have opposed to doing it without me and stuff like that. But like I said, it just kind of stung, and it did hurt. Hi, there's a creeper and a zombie over there. I don't know, and then I just felt, just like I said, too shy, or as my brain kept trying to tell me, you're just unwanted. So I didn't really go out of my way to do much. During the UHCs, I was always happy to join in. And then meetings, I always try to make it to. But aside from that, and just honestly in my own life, I'm not having a lot of free time anymore. It's been kind of hard. I'm slowly working my way through my own, personal issues. I don't have any serious depression. At least I don't feel like I do. Not since for a long time, but I feel like, or I had it previously, so every now and then I'll just get into this horrible funk, and this funk is the worst thing ever. But please don't be concerned about me ever doing anything to myself. I do not believe self-harm is the answer to anything or anything like that, so please don't get overly concerned about that. This is just my brain trying to belittle myself. Basically, that's why I haven't really been on TimeShot. I know I have to build my little donor hall. I got to build this house. I got to do a lot of things. I need to play a lot of catch up is what I need to do. But I don't know, I've just felt very disconnected and shy, basically, is what I've been feeling recently. That's better. Okay, so there's meant to be little pot marks everywhere. Yeah, so I figure you guys, I owed you an explanation as to why I've been sort of MIA. If you guys are on Discord, you guys know I'm active there at the very least. There's also this whole pizza thing that everyone's yelling at me about, April hates pizza. But sometimes, even when I do have the gall to try to talk, even if it's like somewhat seriously, someone will bring up a snarky remark at me. And right now, since my brain is being in all sensitive pansy mode, I get upset. Not upset like, how dare you insult my intelligence, man. But more like, oh, I guess I'll just go in this corner and just hang out by myself for a minute until I feel better again. So I've got my own things to work through. And it's not TimeShot's fault. It's nothing like that. And again, I just want to stress that I consider every single person on the server a good friend. And I am not leaving. I am not mad. I am not anything like that. I am just butthurt. Other than that, again, I do plan to start doing more episodes. I'm going to turn the roof of this building, in case you guys are curious about actual TimeShot buildy things. I'm going to turn this room into an aviary because they're adding parrots to the game. And I'm super excited about that. Oh, another thing I was butthurt about. Apparently there's like no more elytras like, available, and I'm like, no, I wanted to get that at least. I wanted to explore the things and make purple builds. But no. Excuse me. No, I definitely want to get back into it. Probably do some mindless mining soon with everybody. I usually have 2 to 3 days off a week, and I just gotta remember to set some time to, my friends and not just do single videos, which I guess is what I've been doing, huh? If you think about it, I've been doing like Overwatch videos or niche videos or Sims 4, which is all, solo games. It's not, hanging out with people because I've been a butt. So yeah, that's where I kind of stand. There's other things that have happened the last couple months that's been, changey in my personal life, but I've just been in a funk, and I'm trying to force myself out of that funk now. Also, I noticed that there is a thing going on underneath my house, which, oh yes, that's a thing. Every time I get on, someone's griefed my house, and I know it's just play, but it's like. It was bothering me greatly on that one too. Like when I came in, this was missing, and it's like, why couldn't you at least put that back? I get, if it's a prank, sure, like the red stuff, but now there's a big tunnel underneath my house, and they took out my floor here, and it's just like, you guys didn't even give me a warning or a heads up. So like, I don't know. I was planning to build stuff underneath my house, which this is clearly in the way of doing. So unfortunately, I gotta figure out that thing. I don't even know what the pet me thing is, but that's what's going on down there. So like I said, I have a lot of catch up to do with storylines and also fixing the house because these things keep happening. Bah humbug, grumpy April, bah humbug. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an honest explanation. I am still human, that I am not a robot capable of playing and having fun with my friends all day long, no problems. Because I am a special human with special no, don't say those words, April. I don't know. I feel like when I explain myself to you guys, it shouldn't be like, oh, I was just, I was busy, my life is busy, and that's why I couldn't play. I didn't want to just say that to you guys. I wanted to be real about what I think started my delay on TimeShot was starting with that. Yeah, I think, because I only had to sit down and think about it. I was like, why have I been super, like, meh about TimeShot recently? And I realized that I think it started then. That was the last time I really did anything too active, and that did upset me pretty greatly. And that could be why I've been feeling very unsure of my place here. Not that I wanted to leave, I just was nervous to play with anyone anymore. I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to get over it. I'm ready to get over it. I mean, I didn't even realize I was doing it until recently. And I was like, I've been very neglectful of being on here, of my fellow time-shotters, and I feel bad because this is completely self-driven. I didn't have to feel upset about the dragon fight thing. I didn't have to feel neglected. That's how I chose to feel about things instead of moving forward. And so I have to tell myself to grow up, be the 25-year-old that you are, and move on with your day, because this stuff is not important. This stuff shouldn't ruin a friendship. This stuff shouldn't ruin your happiness. It's super simple when it comes down to it. Something one of my teachers over in my college at Musicians Institute told me, is always like stuck with me, is that we have full control of our emotions. It sounds crazy, but we do. You could be happy that someone slapped you in the face. You don't have to be mad that someone slapped you in the face. You chose to be mad about someone slapped you in your face. You could like it if you wanted to. You could be very angry that someone has a dog because you chose you're angry that someone has a dog. Not that you like, I don't know. You have full control about how you react to things. And if you think about it logically and you realize the situation is stupid and you shouldn't feel that way about it, you have full control to change that. It takes practice, but once you kind of acknowledge that, it really helps. Anyway, I think that's my rant. It was a very, well, no, it's nowhere near as good as a poet rant, but it was a poet-esque rant about things and life and things, and there's way too many leaves on this house, I know. I'm really not a good architect. It's something I've always struggled with. I can really tell I'm taking off that corner piece right there. That's going to go away. This is going to change into like a little dome maybe for aviary, for the parrots and whatnot. And yeah. Excuse me. In other news, I'll be coming to the the channel update video I'll be releasing eventually once I have time. But humbug time. I'll be talking about the Game Wisps thingy. I don't know how to say that. I made a Game Wisp. And it's a donatey thingy. It's like Patreon, but Game Wisp. And I will be creating a fan server for you guys for the orchestra. The server will be lightly modded. Because I wanted it to be different than just a standard vanilla server. Plus, I wanted to be able to record it with you guys and enjoy the shenanigans and share them online. And I haven't been playing Nympharia for a long time. I've encountered some bugs with it. And I thought this would be a good alternative, at least for the time being, until a revival of Nympharia does eventually arrive. So if you guys are interested in that stuff, that will come out in the channel update video. I'll put the Game Wisp link in the description if you guys are interested in checking it out beforehand while I work on it. I did originally have a release date for late April, but seeing as how my car company, I have a leased car, how they have decided they want twice as much money from me this month, I currently have to hold off on releasing that because I can't afford the server yet. I love life. Okay. Aside from that, there's also going to be like new series and stuff I'm going to be talking about. As you guys have seen, I've put out some Sims 4 stuff. That series will be starting out soon as well. And of course, TimeShot will be making its grand return because we love TimeShot. TimeShot is the best thing ever. I'm trying to get dramatic shots, sort of, for thumbnails. I haven't done this in a while. Alright, other than that, thank you guys for watching. I do apologize if I got slightly emotional. I will completely 100% admit my voice started shaking in the middle of that. Because I don't know, talking about emotions made me emotional. Who knew? But I'm fine. I promise I'm fine. I'm not leaving TimeShot. I'm going to continue as long as they want me. I love pizza. I do. And I will catch you guys next time. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thunk of my keyboard.